Hi friends, MD Vegan. Breakfast time, and it's a warm day. I make an ice cream on a fruit salad in yogurt. And the fruit salad, I already made that fruit salad. I mean the same ingredients of the fruit salad: bananas, blueberries, and walnuts. It's a good base. And the ice cream is different, and the yogurt is different. The yogurt dressing I make first. It's the same yogurt, cashew yogurt, and I make it myself. You can take any plain yogurt. Cashew yogurt is so nice. I can highly recommend. It's very nice to make and very easy. You blend just cashews and water. I would say begin with ratio 1:1, adding a little bacteria culture, just a tiny little bit, not even the small tip of the finger, the tip of the small little finger, not even that big. It's very, you need a small amount only. And once you made your first batch of yogurt, you can always continue using the glass where the yogurt was in, without cleansing it, of course, only the rim, to make a new batch, just blending cashews and water again without new bacteria. Overnight, you have a new yogurt. Bacteria never die. That is a funny thing, right? They always multiply. Date mousse, the second ingredient for this yogurt dressing. Also, date mousse and cashew yogurt. These both are videos under this one you can watch how to make. Cashew yogurt is easy to make, but even easier is date mousse. Just blending dates with water. As little water as possible, you get a nice texture, and it lasts in the fridge for a week, I would say. And then after a week you should have used it, because it can turn sour then. Lemon juice, half a lemon only, is the third ingredient for the yogurt dressing. The yogurt dressing has to have a nice texture and a nice flavor for a fruit salad. And that can always vary, different depending on the fruit salad. You want to have a thinner or a thicker yogurt dressing, or maybe more sour, more sweet, with spices, cinnamon, vanilla. There's so many ways to make it tasty, or you blend the fruit into the yogurt. There are endless ways to refine the yogurt. Or other nuts for the yogurt, other seeds. You make cashew yogurt or coconut yogurt, or I prefer now the cashew yogurts. They are like a cream. They're so wonderful, and I do that. So, but the yogurt is the nice base for a fruit salad, because it adds nutrition. It's very healthy for the intestines. The bacteria, they work miracles. It's very good for our intestines and for the gut microbiome, as they call it. It makes our immune system really powerful to have a healthy gut microbiome, good bacteria in the intestines. And these guys, they help. They like it. So into the fruit salad, I put now blueberries and bananas and walnuts. Here, blueberries are healthiest fruit. This is even more than you need for in a day to make your cholesterol go down. It's really cool. The healthiest fruit. Bananas are a nice filler for a fruit salad. It's you need for a fruit salad, I would say, we need for a fruit salad, we need a kind of texture, good texture. Not only the dressing, but other ingredients, they need to fit together. You need something crunchy, something soft, something sweet, something sour. You need different kinds of qualities in a fruit salad when you're just looking at the fruit. And here's even a little bit of bitter and crunchy thing here. Sometimes walnuts are a little bit more bitter. When they are too bitter, you just soak them overnight. And you drain them and rinse them, and then you have a wonderful, fresh and crunchy walnut again. But when you are lucky, you find a walnut that you can eat without soaking. But that would be the crunchy part and the slightly bitter part. They go perfectly together with bananas Walnuts and banana is a perfect combination because texture and flavor. And blueberries are recommended daily anyway. Berries are recommended daily. You will live longer. Your brain, blueberries especially, they make the brain fitter immediately, instantly. With children, they found that. Give a blueberry to children at school, and they immediately work better on their tasks, on their homeworks. So this is my fruit salad with the cashew yogurt. I fill it into my glass to give it a nice visual effect. I have these balloon glasses here, and they can you look out from outside into the inside. You see what's in the fruit salad, and the dressing is not runny enough. It's too thick for certain fruit salads. You see that there is spaces between the ingredients of the fruit salad, dry spaces, empty spaces, and doesn't look so nice, I think. That's how I feel, and it's not that tasty. So, but in this can, you see the yogurt has the perfect texture. It makes it so nice. You see no spaces here, everything is filled evenly. That is fun to eat. And as I said, I made this same fruit salad with the bananas, blueberries, and the walnuts before. Wonderful. I had just a different dressing, something else within the yogurt, and I had another ice cream. I make the ice cream right away. It's a Blitz ice cream. For that, I need to go to the freezer, and I come back in a sec. 3 ingredients for my ice cream. As I said, it's a Blitz ice cream. That means I can eat it right from the processor, making beautiful scoops with it without having to freeze it again before I make the scoops. And what I need for that is not the power blender. You can use it when you only have it. You can use it, but it's not so easy. The easiest thing is an S-blade. The S-blade for the food processor, that is the cool tool. It's slower than the power blender. It creates less heat and it gets a better grip on the frozen bananas. And they need to be first really cold, because I want to see this is very frozen banana slices. They need to be really cold because I want to process a little bit longer. If I process too long, they melt. No scoops. I have to freeze it again before. I want to avoid that. So I freeze them very cold and take them out in the last minute. Then I put them into the container, my processor, and they also need to be ripe. Yeah. So I have to plan ahead a little bit. I make the yogurt ahead of time, make the date mousse ahead of time to put it together quickly for a new recipe like this. I like the easy ones, the quick ones for every day. But also the bananas. I want to make an ice cream tomorrow. Such an ice cream. I need to know tonight I have to have very ripe bananas to freeze them overnight. They freeze overnight. It takes a night, maybe 4 hours or so, but overnight is safe. And for that I need to have the bananas earlier. Yeah? Purchase them maybe on the weekend, and then I let them ripen at home. They turn brown a little bit outside, take some days, and then I freeze them. So this kind of planning is important if you want to cook quick and easy, as I want to do. Yeah? I put now onto the bananas cashew flour. That was in the freezer too for 10 minutes or so to make it colder. It gives me some time to process longer. Cashew flour is really the perfect ingredient for Blitz ice cream with bananas, because other fruit too, you make it so creamy. The cashews are perfect for that. And I have just an electric coffee grinder, very inexpensive. It makes the cashew flour in seconds. With other nuts, I chop a little bit before. Walnuts, the blades don't take it so easily. Chop it up a little bit, and then in the coffee grinder, perfect. Without a coffee grinder, I just cut them on the cutting board, mince it, with a knife, nice knife. Takes some time, but you get your flour anyway, or you purchase it. And here again, date mousse also for the ice cream as for the yogurt. It's a perfect ingredient for the ice cream because especially when I have walnuts and when I have bananas and cashews, Dates, cashews, and bananas are just heavenly. They are all we are asking for. Our physiology, how we have evolved from human states to the evolution, we always were trained in nature to look for fat and for sugar. That makes us happy. If you give us a milkshake or so, we are happy. Sweets make us happy. Because of this, we always want to have that. Salt also, but this is another story. So bananas and cashews and dates are the perfect combo to make us feel happy. And it's a wonderful ice cream. I tell you, texture, flavor. I show you in a second now. Blitz ice cream and Blinder Dance for it. Banana ice cream is very easy, pretty quick. Other fruit, mangoes, take a little more time. You'll find out once you try. But this one looks very nice to me. Has a good texture. It's still cold enough to be scooped, and it's also creamy, and there are no chunks. Maybe some of the chunks from the cashew flour. Sometimes you have a little bit of chunk from the cashew, but that is nice when you have an ice cream. Cashew chunks is okay. Cashews are soft, and the chunks are okay. It depends on the ice cream. Vanilla ice cream, maybe you don't want to have chunks, I don't know. But it's okay. I don't feel chunks here, no, so far. Always depends. So it looks very good, but I have to be a little bit quick because the ice cream is already softer. So that's nice, that's good. As long as I can make the beautiful scoops, I'm happy. But other ice creams are harder. Recently I made a mango ice cream with a perfect texture, perfect scoops. But this is also perfect. It's just a little softer yet. You see, that's my breakfast today. And I'm very happy. I have everything in there, the blueberries, the walnuts, the healthiest nuts we have. A nice amount of fruit and nuts and dried fruit, the dates. Perfect. Will keep for some time, will last for some time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day and enjoy the endless vegan variety. Plan a little bit ahead and you can make it very easily. And you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X. And you can also donate. I found a thanks button under this video. Google told me I'm a YouTuber. I have a Google contract. That's cool. It doesn't give me a lot of money, almost nothing, but there is a thanks button. You can further the vegan message through MD Vegan by making a donation. Feel free. See you soon.